So if there's one thing I love about the Nintendo Switch, it is the vast variety of different style of games you can play on there, and we now have one back from the SNES era that just got announced, and it's Zombies Ate My Neighbors, so I want to cover that in today's video. Then for all the Metroid fans that we have waiting on any kind of Metroid Prime 4 news, we actually have one of the studios that created Samus Returns on the 3DS publishing a brand new game that is yet to be unveiled. What's up, Nation? If it's your first time on the channel, make sure you join Sunbro Nation by subscribing below, hit the like button on this video if you enjoy it today, and make sure you turn on your bell notification icon so you're kept up to date with all the newest gaming news. Now guys, today is a blast from the past for one of the first games we're talking about, and that is Zombies Ate My Neighbors and Ghoul Patrol, which I did not play very much of Ghoul Patrol, but Zombies Ate My Neighbors is a game for me that takes me back to my very early childhood in gaming, and it is one of the most fun side-by-side co-op games that you can sit down and play with a friend, where you basically have to explore a kind of an open world layout. There's a bunch of different levels and things, but you're actually going through and saving, innocent people while you're trying to fight off all the hordes of zombies that are coming at you. And it's obviously, a very basic game and a very basic concept, but the fun that you can have, especially when playing in co-op mode, is really where I remember spending the most time, is sitting down with a friend and going through it together, guys. It's a fun game, and I would definitely recommend picking this one up on the Switch. Now, Ghoul Patrol, I did not play near as much, but it does seem like it's very similar. Like, it may even be the same characters and same layout and everything, but it does appear that this is coming to us in a kind of 2-in-1 release, and it just got announced yesterday evening from Lucas Games. And so basically this is going to be coming over in what appears to be roughly the same, actual style. Like, it doesn't look like it's a straight up remaster. It looks like the same graphics from the SNES, but obviously upscaled to a current resolution. And then they are adding in things like saves and achievements, and I was actually really surprised to see in the trailer they say there's achievements in the game, because technically Nintendo hasn't unlocked any achievements themselves or actually supported achievements or trophies or anything like that, and they're kind of lagging behind Microsoft and Sony on that, which is really one of the things I hope they implement in a future software update when they overhaul their online infrastructure, but that's a whole nother conversation for a different day. But I want to know if you guys have ever played through Zombies Ate My Neighbors, or if you're planning on picking this up. It does look like it will be coming out at the end of June, or June 29th to be exact, but I will happily pay $14.99, which is all they're asking for this collection pack of 2 classics. I'm excited to play through Ghoul Patrol because, as I said, that is one that I did not play, but Zombies Ate My Neighbors, I'm absolutely going through that again with a buddy. The same friend that I played through it with as a kid, I'll be playing through it with on the re-release. So I'm definitely pumped for this title, and I would love to know if you guys are planning on, picking up this game, even if you haven't played it before as a kid, or if you will be repurchasing this and you have some nostalgia for it as well. So let me know your thoughts on it, and then if you guys will be picking it up on the eShop. And then guys, the other piece of information we're talking about today is actually MercurySteam, and you guys may remember them as they are the developers for Samus Returns on the 3DS. So of course, a great 2D Metroid game that I'm still campaigning for to actually come to the Switch in just a straight up port, because I think that game would do fantastic on the Switch and it plays amazing. And if you guys still have a 3DS laying around and you want to play a great Metroid game and you haven't picked that one up yet, at least go get it, and hopefully they do port it to the Switch in the future. But that's again off topic. Basically, the reason they're in the news today is that 505 Games has actually announced that they will be publishing a title from this developing studio, and we don't know what it is yet, but it will be, something that is not Nintendo exclusive. So it's not going to be the next 2D Metroid or anything like that, like we might be hoping for, because this will be launched on both consoles and PC, as that is officially confirmed in the article in the statement that they released. But let's read through that together. Video game publisher 505 Games has announced today that it'll be publishing a brand new title from the developers behind the action-adventure titles Metroid Samus Returns for the Nintendo 3DS and the multi-platform Castlevania Lord of Shadow, MercurySteam. MercurySteam's new game, which hasn't yet been unveiled, will be coming to both consoles and PC. So obviously, with just a quick announcement like that, we don't know exactly what to expect with this game. It could be a Castlevania follow-up. I don't know what to expect, but if it's multi-platform, we know it's not Metroid. But guys, I think just seeing Metroid in the headline made me actually want to cover this, because I am so desperate for some kind of Metroid news. So I definitely hope that this is a quality game from MercurySteam, and I hope that maybe it kind of scratches that itch for a Metroidvania style game. So it will be curious to see what this is and when it'll be officially announced, but it does sound like, since 505 Games is making making this announcement, we should get more information on it soon. But I also want to know what you guys think that this game could potentially be, and if you are a fan of MercurySteam in general and interested in their games. And then also, of course, we have to have that conversation around when is going to be the next Metroid title that we can expect to be announced. You know, we recently had the Metroid developer that claimed that porting Metroid Prime Trilogy to the Switch would be like a Herculean effort, and it was just probably not going to happen. And there was a bunch of backlash against him for saying that. And I don't think he's necessarily wrong in saying that it is going to be a hard task, but I think it's something that Retro Studios could easily do, considering that they've been really, you know, laying dormant, not doing much until, you know, they got it reassigned the Metroid Prime 4 task. So there's a lot of different information out there going around different Metroid titles right now, but I still think we're getting Prime Trilogy eventually to the Switch, hopefully unveiled at E3, fingers crossed for that. And at the very least, maybe we get something like a 2D Metroid, like a new 2D Metroid, or even just a port of Samus Returns from the 3DS to the Switch, I would be happy with. So I want to know your guys' thoughts on these couple stories today. Are you planning on picking up Zombies Ate My Neighbors and Ghoul Patrol? And then also, what do you think this 505 game may be from MercurySteam? And if you're excited about it being maybe in the Metroidvania type of family. So I would love to get a back and forth conversation started with you guys. So make sure you leave me a comment down below before you do leave the video today. And then also go over to the channel's community tab and vote in the poll today, where I will be asking you about Zombies Ate My Neighbors, because I'm kind of curious if that was a popular game that really was widespread and a bunch of people have some nostalgia for it, or if it was more of a one-off thing that I remember from my childhood and it didn't, you know, circulate around as much as I thought, because obviously back then we didn't track sales numbers and success and things like that all on the internet like we do now. So it's a little bit different of a landscape. So please vote in the community poll as well before you leave the video. Thanks so much for watching the video today, everyone. I do truly appreciate you all sticking around until the end. I do at this point in the video want to invite you all one more time to join Sunbro Nation if you haven't done so already. Do so by subscribing below, hit the like button on this video on your way out if you enjoyed it today, and make sure you turn on your bell notification icon so you're kept up to date with all the newest gaming news. That's going to do it for me, guys. I hope you all have a great day. Sunbro Nation, out.